Medicare and employer-sponsored health insurance are two essential pillars of healthcare, and understanding how they interact can be confusing. For individuals approaching Medicare eligibility while still covered under an employee's group health plan, it's crucial to understand how these plans work together to make informed decisions about coverage. How does Medicare work with group health insurance coverage? Which plan is primary and which is secondary? Should you even sign up for Medicare? I'll answer all these questions and more in this video. When you're covered in a group health plan and become Medicare eligible, you might not know what to do. Should you ignore Medicare and stay on the group plan? Keep both Medicare and the group plan, or have the group plan and go fully on Medicare with the supplemental insurance coverage? So in this video, I'll break down what considerations you need to think about, which include the number of employees at an employer and how you are eligible for Medicare. These are primary considerations. So you have to look at, do you work for a large employer or a small employer? And are you Medicare eligible based on age, disability, or kidney failure? So here we have the situation of turning 65 and being covered in a large employer health plan with 20 or more employees. The primary coverage is the group health plan, and the secondary coverage is Medicare. So in this case, you really don't need Part A or Part B. However, some people enroll in Part A only because Part A doesn't have a monthly premium if you're eligible for it. So keep in mind that any enrollment in Medicare will prohibit you from contributing to a health savings account with any size employer. So we highly recommend not enrolling in Part B in this situation. Part B has a monthly premium that you would pay in addition to your group health plan premium. So save that money and instead enroll in Part B when you absolutely need to. For example, when you leave the group plan at retirement, and you can do this without penalty because of being covered in a group plan based on your employment or a spouse's employment. So here's the same situation of aging into Medicare at 65, but this time your employer has under 20 employees. Coordination is reversed. Medicare is primary, and the group health plan becomes secondary. This means you need to enroll in Part A and B when in a small group plan. Some group plans have a premium discount if you have Medicare as primary, so be sure to check with your employer's benefits department. Now let's take a look at a situation where you're eligible for Medicare due to a disability. In this scenario, the breakpoint is different. The employer needs 100 or more employees in order to be considered a large employer. So 100 or more employees could make the group health plan primary and Medicare secondary, but under 100 would make Medicare primary and the group health plan secondary. Medicare coverage for end-stage renal disease or kidney failure can be quite complex. So to keep this video focused, I won't be diving into that topic here. However, feel free to reach out to me directly if you'd like more information. Now, I'll finish with a list of all the considerations to take into account. The first two we've already summarized. You'll also need to consider the type of health plan you have. So, is it a traditional PPO with mainly copay requirements, or a high deductible plan that you have to pay several thousand upfront before the plan provides coverage? Are you contributing to a health savings account? You may like to load up this account for the tax savings to pre-fund future health expenses. How does the group plan premium compare to what you would pay while exclusively on Medicare with your supplemental or advantage coverage? If you can pay about the same premium or less while on Medicare, you want to consider leaving the group plan. Your income is a part of this too, because it determines what your Medicare Part B premium will be. There's a standard Part B premium, but then it goes up from there based on various income ranges. So What is the group plan's medical deductible and maximum out-of-pocket limit? If both of these are high, you may find Medicare more appealing. So whether you're a low or high utilizer of medical providers and pharmaceutical services can also play a big role in this decision. Sometimes it's more appropriate to keep the group plan, and for others, it's beneficial to go on Medicare. If you have a younger spouse on your group health plan who is not Medicare eligible, you may need to delay Medicare and stick with the group plan. You also might have a retirement date in mind coming up in the very near future. If so, comparing Medicare versus the group plan is not needed. You'll plan accordingly and make the transition to Medicare. Is the prescription drug coverage in your group plan credible or not credible as compared to Medicare Part D minimum standards? If it doesn't meet, if it's credible, you can delay your Part D without penalty. But if it's not credible, which can happen and often, you could accumulate a Part D later on. So lastly, are there any perks from the employer that are nice, such as reimbursement on specific dollar amount of services or money the employer puts into your health savings account? So these are all things that you need to consider, and hopefully you now have a better understanding of whether transitioning to Medicare makes sense to you. If you need more information on this topic, give me a call for a free consultation, 845-594-4818. Here's to a happy transition to your Medicare.